Disclaimer. All the tips mentioned in this video are what I use in my life. I'm no guru. We all unique and different things work for different people. But feel free to try them out and let me know if they were helpful. Thank you. Please enjoy the video. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Smiley face. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? It's very early, but let's get this day started. New location, at Aiden's house. Let's get started, bro.
That looks nice.
Hey guys, how you going? How's it going? Found a new location. Look at the sky. The sky is it's just playing with us today. I'm loving it, you know. So you probably saw the title today about how I'm always an optimistic person despite what I go through. So to give you a better understanding and to understand of why I'm so an optimistic person, I would like to first share my background of how I lived my life before where I am now, you know. So you have a better understanding of what I went through, and maybe you can probably relate. And maybe your life situation is even worse, and maybe this can help someone, maybe it won't, I don't know. Okay, anyways, so my name is Michael McAnd, as you know from the name of this YouTube channel. But anyways, so I was originally born in the Free State, which a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people think I was born in Johannesburg because of the way I speak. So I grew up in the Free State. I lived there till I was 4 years old, okay? And then my mother and my father broke up, okay? So my mom was an alcoholic, and so was my dad at the time. But when we came into the picture, he decided to quit, and then he found Jesus Christ, and that's when he also gave up the alcohols, okay? So at 4 years old, I moved to Johannesburg, okay? And then I lived there till I was 13 years old. Okay, so to give a background of how I grew up. So my dad didn't have much, okay? He didn't have an education. I think he finished only grade 9, if I'm sure. He finished grade 9, and then he couldn't get a job. So he did whatever to make ends meet for us. So even though he didn't have much, he always made sure there was at least food on the table for us to eat and all those things, okay? So I was like a year behind. So we didn't really have much growing up. And then when I was 11 years old, my dad passed away. It was really sad. So just me and my sister at the time. And then we were adopted by a pastor of our church. And then we lived there for like 3 years. And then after 3 years, we had to move back to Kimberley and live with my auntie until I graduated high school, until in the first year of my university career. And they call it university career, or just call university time, whatever. So I went from house to house across the years. Didn't have my mother in my life, and then she only reached out when I was like around 18 years old, and she just made a pop out of nowhere, and then she showed herself. But by that time, I already decided that, you know, I don't need her in my life and things like that. I completely forgave her now, but you know, things won't be the same. But anyways, so grew up at my auntie's house. We didn't really have much, and she also did the best she had. We lived off her pension and the grant that we had. So it wasn't the best circumstances. So we had what we need, but we didn't have everything. We didn't have a lot of pleasures in life, you know, growing up with kids that had fancy clothes, fancy shoes, and all those things, and we didn't have that. But I'm grateful for what she did and for all the things that she provided for us. We had food. We never went hungry, okay? She gave up so much to take care of us. see. So that's how I grew up. Didn't have my father in my life from 11 years old, and I can say I never really had a mother in my life, you know. Okay, so that's a bit of my story. So I'm gonna change locations, and then I will give you the 5 tips that I followed to stay an optimistic person, you know. What's up, guys? I'm gonna risk my life for you guys. So tip number 1, acceptance. You gotta accept your circumstances that you are placed in, guys. You gotta accept the pain. Pain is a part of life. When you realize that, life changes. Because I remember when I was in high school, okay? I felt like I was the only one suffering. I was the only one that lost my parents. The only one that was adopted and moved around from place to place. So I thought I was different, you know? But once you accept that pain is a part of life, you accept your circumstances. So here's an analogy for you guys that will probably make more sense, because I know that I struggle at explaining things. So the analogy, I was born and I was an arrow. I was born to be an arrow, and my purpose was to hit a target. Okay, but I believed I was a bullet. So what I did, I tried to place myself inside a pistol gun, hoping that I will get shot into the target and find my purpose. But what happens is probably I don't fit into this pistol gun. I might fit in, but when I take a shot, I don't move forward. I stay in the exact same place, and maybe it even destroys me. But then I realized my purpose and accept that I'm an arrow that needs to be placed in a bow and arrow, you know, a bow and arrow. That's when I can fly and I can aim for my target and get shot. I just have to be pulled back a little, whoop, hit my target. So that's how life is. You gotta accept your circumstances. You gotta accept the things that you can't change and accept the things that you can change. You can't change your family, but you can change your surroundings, you know? Like, once you accept where you are, you can design a future from where you are to where you want to be. And then what's in between is just the actions that lead to it. So you gotta firstly accept where you are. Accept the fact that your father died at a young age. For a while I was in denial. I blamed everyone around me, but I didn't want to accept the pain myself. I refused to even cry in front of people, because I had a sister, and I wouldn't cry in front of my sister because she was younger than me, and if I cried, she cried. So I used to cry alone when I was alone in a room in my pillow. And for a while I used to seem very emotionless, you know, until I decided to accept my surroundings, accept my pain, accept that I'm different, and realize that it's also okay to be different. So I grew up, I defined who I am myself, you know, accepted that I'm different. And then from there, I found out I can be much happier being who I am. See my cousin over there? We grew up being very different people in life. He was also a weirdo. But look at him now. Girls love him. But anyways, you accept that you're different. And then you can define who you are yourself, and you know. Let me not go too overboard with this first explanation. Just first step, acceptance. Hope that makes sense. So it's time to switch to the next location. And this lighting makes me look gorgeous. Damn. Hey guys, I had to make a quick stop at Aiden's house.
Yes, that's my house. I own it.
Because this happened.
Oh shit.
Check it out. Yeah. Mode of transport destroyed. Sucks a lot. So, tip number 2, have zero expectations. Okay, I just need to take off this shirt and this mask. Okay. So I mean, have zero expectations. Do not have expectations on people. You know what I mean? Like, for one thing, I realized that used to really mess me up. I used to be okay, I'm still a very nice guy, of course, but being a nice guy, you tend to do things with expectations that people do things nice for you in return. But the thing is that you never tell them that you're doing this with an expectation. Like you will sacrifice time to help someone, perhaps it's a girl, perhaps it's your friend, to help solve one of their situations. But then you realize when it's your turn and you're in trouble and you expect them to help, they can't because they're prioritizing their life over yours. And then you become really broken because you think, I've done so much for this person, but in return, what do they do for it? That's when you do something, have zero expectations placed on people. Even in relationships, if you're a boyfriend, your girlfriend, don't have expectations on your girl or your boyfriend, because this can really have a hard toll on the relationship. You know, when you have zero expectation for someone, you're actually more excited when things happen. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this. You know, there's more results for joy out of it, okay? Because everyone is not like you. Not everyone does things the way you do. Not everyone will be willing to sacrifice their time over yours. And this doesn't make that person a bad person. It's just that person has priorities, and you can't just put your problems and expect them just to drop everything just to help you, you know?
Hey guys, how's it going? Please try to ignore this. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but today's a totally different day. It's Tuesday, so we start recording on Monday. Yeah, but what happened is that it got crazy windy, and I couldn't go film outside. And I didn't want to take my whole video on the inside of the house. I wanted a different view, you know, different locations per se. So we're gonna just continue in today as well. Hope it's okay, because I know most bloggers, again, I keep on looking at myself instead of the camera. Hi. So anyways, I'll just let you, so now you guys get to see what I do in 2 different days. But today, I'm just gonna go visit my girlfriend. It's been long, guys. I haven't seen her in a long time. Last time I saw her was my birthday, which is the 3rd of May. And that was like for an hour, perhaps. And then before that, it was before lockdown. Hey guys, so tip number 3, gratitude. Hope you guys can hear me. Let me just take off this mask. So this is something that I do every morning, okay? So the moment I wake up, so I'm not, growing up, I was part of a family, a rather spiritual family, but I don't consider myself as always being very spiritual before. So what I always used to do was, the first thing I used to do when I woke up was thanking God for waking up for another day, to be thankful just for another Friday, for another Monday, for the fact that I was given another chance at life. Because just being thankful for the little things in life makes everything just feel a whole lot better. Like when you can appreciate the small things, imagine how much more value are the big things in life, you know? So that's the little waking up, this is literally me. I wake up, Lord, thank you for another day. Oh, blessed with another day. I have another opportunity to chase my dreams, and I have another opportunity to become the person I'm meant to be. Maybe yesterday things didn't go as planned. Maybe yesterday I procrastinated what I was supposed to do, and then today I was given another chance to attack what I was supposed to do, another chance to start the vlog channel that I started. You don't even know what doors this can even open. If you treat every day as an opportunity, you'll just change your mindset from crisis mindset to an opportunity mindset, you know? And that's an amazing thing that can come, and what has always kept me so optimistic, because I can see the good in everything, you know? And that's really powerful. Dankie Magaliesburg.
Reblow Peep.
COVID-19, remember?
Yeah, this is Reblow Peep. Yeah.
Guys, I touched his hand, so
Man, you know I'm already sanitized. Look over there. Get it. So, I was telling Preston that he's full gekeer. He's not going to Jocelyn today. He's full gekeer. Sure, bro. Dude, pound it. You was. Thank you. Thank you.
I have one gun.
Thank you. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you can hear me. It's kind of windy outside. Again. It's freezing cold. This is Shania.
Hi.
Say hi, Shania.
Hi.
She's pretty, ne? Told ya. Anyways, we about to skate. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to skate.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Okay.
Skate, skate. Okay, that was very sketchy, but anyways, guys. Tip number 4. Tip number 4, right? Yes, circle of influence, okay? So, this is a very big thing for me, okay? Since young ages, I could never be with friends that had an influence on me that wasn't okay with who I was, you know? A lot of my friends were also very quiet. But what I mean by circle of influence is that you don't realize, like I said, you have to accept what you can't change. And you have to accept what you can change. You can't change your family. You can't change them. You're born into them. But what you can change is the circle of influences. The friends that you have a major impact on the person you are. Because you know they say you are the average of, like, if I had to show you your 5 friends, that's who you are, you know. So if you can find people who are better than you, people that you aspire to be, and you hang out with them, of course it will result you in becoming a better person. And this is why it's important. The people you hang around the most has a major impact on your life. You can't change your family, but you have the power to change your friends. If you stay with broke friends for the rest of your life, friends that like to gossip, friends that have bad moods, friends that cannot bad moods, but friends that have bad habits, you become those bad habits. You're gonna be just as broke. But if you find friends that make you wanna grow, people that are better than you yourself, you will become that, and that's amazing, you know. So when I mean circle of influence, it also can mean the types of people you follow on Instagram. Okay, it's okay to follow Kim Kardashian and all those people, but who else are you following? Follow the people that you aspire to be like, people that can also teach you on how you can be amazing. This is why I have, like, if you have to go on my Instagram, most of the people I follow are business orientated. Most of them are photographers. Most of them are business people. Most of them people that I want to be like spiritually, people I want to be like financially, people I want to be like how they are in relationships. Because I know the power. When I look on Instagram, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to get the bad habits of certain people. Like so change the people you even follow on Instagram. Unfollow the people that have bad habits, the people that make you feel like your life is worthless. How you guys doing? So finally home. It's currently, I can't tell, I think it's like around 9 o'clock. Yeah, I just got back from Shania, and it was a good day. Haven't seen in such a long time. Had so much fun today, as you guys saw. Yeah. So last and final tip, and the most obvious and the most powerful one, you need to define happiness / success for yourself. Okay? Because if you don't give a definition for your success, for your happiness, automatically you take the definition of those around you. So I was reading this 7 habits of successful people. So they said habit one is realizing that you're in charge of the algorithm. What that basically means is, whilst you're growing up with your family and you're growing up with your parents and those around you, you automatically take their algorithm. You already take their script for the storyline for life, okay? Until you grow up and then realize that this script isn't working for you. And then you got to realize that you need to find, you have 1-2 choices: to continue the script given by others that's clearly not working for you. You are always depressed, always cynical, you never see the good things in life, okay? Or 2, take a blank page and write your own script, okay? And that's what it means by defining your success. And habit 2 was realizing that you are in charge and you're responsible for the actions of that script. So you got to define success for yourself, define happiness for yourself, so that you don't automatically fall for others. Remember that you're unique, you're different. You've accepted it in step one already. So create your own script, and that's what I'm doing right now in my life. There's so many things that I've been doing in my life that does not make sense to a lot of people, and I know that, and a lot of it comes from a place of love, and I understand that. I appreciate and I love every single person in my life that helped me get where I am today, and all the experiences that I've faced with them involved in my life, for the reasons I've made certain choices in my life. It's because I love them and I love myself that I've decided to go in certain routes in my life. But guess what? I might not have all the money in the world, but I can say I'm happier than 80% of the people that I know that have more money, have better cars, and all those things. And that's what's important for me. I want to build success the way that makes me happy. Of course, there'll be sacrifices to make. I'm not always happy, and that's the difference between optimistic and happy. Okay, you take in the stress, and you take note of the stress, but because you know this is what you knew, this is what you're going to get yourself into. It's the type of stress that I'm willing to handle. I'm willing to suffer so that I can succeed in the end, because I've chosen this for myself. And this is not a really easy choice to make in life, but it's a great, like, I don't know if you know Gary Vee. Gary Vee always says the kids, when they go to study something and they choose a course for themselves to study, make sure you choose something that makes you happy, because when you end up choosing something that makes your parents happy, when you're 50, 40, you're going to resent your parents because you're going to blame them for the reason of why you didn't do what makes you happy. Yeah, and I have one last extra tip, and that's personal development. Listen to Les Brown, listen to Jim Rohn, listen to Gary Vee, listen to Tom Bilyeu. Find people that can change your mindset, because personal development, what it does is people think it's like, what's the guy listening to? He's gonna become successful just listening to things like this. No, you gotta strengthen the mind, and that's where personal development comes. Constantly strengthening the mind, getting rid of the negative thoughts in your mind. And the thing is that once you replace the negative thoughts, you remove the negative thoughts, you need to replace it with positive thoughts in your mind. And you continuously have to fuel it up, because what people don't know is that the negative thoughts have nowhere else to go. They're yours. And the moment you start building and strengthening the gates, they back in there and 10 times stronger. I'm not sure about this, but they say it takes 17 positive thoughts or compliments to get rid of one negative thought. So you just tell them that just proves how powerful negative thoughts are. So guys, I hope these tips were helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. So that's just from me. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back next week Friday. I'll be dropping one video every single week until I get used to this whole editing vibe. But last week I struggled, but I learned something out of it. Experiences, yes. So I decided to make a little clip. Hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy your life. Smile. Be perfect.